Alright, hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Fallout 3. In the last episode, we found our dad, and he wanted us to head back to Rivet City with him. Went ahead and fast travel, but it looks like he's just going to teleport. So we'll see what he has to say, and then we're going to actually pick up a side quest. He's very slowly walking.
I told you it would work, Madison, and now I can prove it.
James, you're back.
And with good news. I was right about Braun and the Gek. If we can find one, we can adapt it to work with the purifiers.
I'd like to believe you, James. I really would. This is all just so sudden.
Madison, I'm telling you, this is real. I talked to Braun himself. He confirmed it. Don't you see? This is what we've been waiting for.
I don't know, James. So many years have passed. Is it really still
I don't know, I
worth
figured
trying?
you guys might want to listen to him,
How
even
could
though
it
I
not be
interrupted
worth
them real
improving the
quick
lives of
there,
everyone
the
in
bobblehead.
Wasteland? What could be a more worthy endeavor?
You haven't lost any of your passion, have you, James?
It's as important to me as ever, Madison. I know it's important to you too. Let's finish it together.
James, we don't have a Gek. I can get a small team together, but we'll need proof that it works before people believe us.
I know, I was thinking about that. The lab at the facility had some old pre-war computers that we scavenged. One of them might be useful.
From the last reports, there's no power at the facility. Even if one of those computers had a database, we couldn't access it.
That's why we're going to head over there right now and get things up and running as best we can.
You know, if it were anyone else asking me to do this, I'd have them run right out of Rivet City.
And you know I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this would really work. It's time, Madison.
Damn you, James. When this is all over, you owe me a drink. I'll get the team together.
Thank you, Madison. It's good to be working with you again. Hello, son.
Okay, so they want to go right now, fresh carrot, and get this old lab up and running again. Let's talk to him.
We need to get back to Project Purity. The computer there is our best chance to locate a Gek.
Okay, you have to go now? Can't this wait?
After 20 long years, I finally have a chance to make things right. To finish what I started so long ago. I owe this to Madison. I owe it to your mother. No, I can't wait another moment. Are you coming with us?
Alright, so I'm not sure entirely what happens if you just let him go. I was planning on doing a side quest. So give me a second, let me see what goes down if you let them go by themselves, and I'll be back. Okay, so basically, we can join the scientists later at Project Purity, but right now we're going to be talking to this guy, Dr. Zimmer.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
That depends. What exactly are we talking about here?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Missing property? What kind of property?
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Interesting, but what has this got to do with me exactly?
You're helping me retrieve this android, aren't you? I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere, in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Let's see. I'll be compensated for my services, right?
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure, I'll look into finding your android for you.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
Okay. Any suggestions for finding this android?
Like I've said, I suspect he's had facial reconstruction and possibly even a mind wipe. Search the offices of doctors or techies for android information. If he's come into contact with these people, there may be records. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. See if he knows anything. He's a doctor, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy trying to ignore my surroundings.
Okay, so let's get going. And listen to this tape that we just received. So it's Project Birdie note. Missing android Zimmer, who is currently at Rivet City, is searching for an android. He believes the android may have had facial reconstruction surgery and a memory wipe. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Okay, so with that, let's go find Dr. Preston. I assume he will be in the... I believe there is like a doctor's office, something like that, clinic rather. So let's talk to Dr. Preston, and then there's a couple people we can talk to who we've actually already encountered. So let's see, Science Lab, Marketplace, Preservation Society. They're already wandering over to the Jefferson Memorial, but we'll leave them be for the time being. Cantinelli's door. This place always kind of throws me off. I know I've probably said that quite a few times now. And why don't I skip ahead and I will see you guys when I find Dr. Preston. Okay, so we just needed to go upstairs, and here he is.
You're in the Rivet City Clinic. I'm Dr. Preston.
What do you know about this android from the Commonwealth?
That old story? Well, now, I haven't heard talk of that in quite some time. It was all just a rumor, a hoax. Someone's idea of a practical joke. Story was there was an android, escaped from the Commonwealth up north, from someplace called the Institute. There was a holotape that got circulated. I think I've got a copy of it. Yeah, here it is. Give it a listen. That's a man's voice. Hoax for sure.
Tell me more about this holotape about the android.
Like I said, it's a hoax. Don't bother with it. Someone sent tapes like that to pretty much every doctor in the wasteland. None of us believed it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a listen here to a request for help.
If you're listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is the case, because this recording puts us both in danger. I'm escaping from the Commonwealth. I'm an android, a synthetic man, a slave. The men hunting me are ruthless and will stop at nothing to retrieve their property. I need to find a doctor in the wasteland to perform facial reconstruction. I also need someone who knows a great deal about computers. I need I need to have my memories erased and my face altered to look like someone else.
Okay, so we will... I can't steal any of that stuff, but we will actually be heading to our old stomping grounds.
Yes.
Oh, there's Dr. Zimmer. I don't know what he was doing there. Megaton now.
I really hope you're not thinking of
And I
breaking into
definitely
there.
went the wrong way there. But I will go ahead and meet you guys when we're in Megaton. Okay, so we are in Megaton. I went ahead and rested to heal us up, get some good sleep, and we're going to be heading into the Megaton Clinic, actually.
God bless the USA and
Because that
nowhere
guy
else.
teleports right in front of us. Alright, so let's talk to Doc
You don't
Church.
got nearly enough holes in
And
you to
actually,
be
let's go ahead
bothering me.
and save real quick before we do this. Did save in our house, but more convenient to save right in front of him here, and let's talk to him.
You came in here on your own power, so you must not be busted up too bad.
Ever do facial surgery? Maybe on someone from the Commonwealth? This is why I went ahead. Oh, we have a medicine option as well. Let's try that.
Damn stupid idea. That reminds me of this old hoax. Here, take a listen to this crusty holotape and see for yourself.
Okay, so with that, we don't even need the speech check, and we can go ahead and listen to this. Oh, not the radio. Notes.
We now have a lipoplasticator and microdermal graftalizer. We just need to find someone with the skills and willingness to perform the surgery. If anyone knows of a discreet and trustworthy surgeon who knows how to keep his mouth shut, send him our way. Also, we need to find a circuit neuralizer to reroute the signal into the android's memory. Do you know any trustworthy techies?
Okay. With that, we will be talking to one more of our friends here in Megaton. Nathan is just asserting himself in front of that door. And some of you might be able to tell, going up this way, we will indeed be talking to Moira. Our friend Moira, our good friend Moira. We really got to know her pretty well. So let's go ahead.
Hey, don't mind the smoke. It's perfectly safe to breathe. Really?
So we've got an 82. Let's save real quick, although 82 is pretty good odds. You'd think it'd be 100% after all Moira and we've gone through, basically. Alright, let's try this one out then. Oh, geez, Moira.
Did you know?
Okay.
Heard a rumor a while back that it was some guy named Pinkerton at Rivet City. Apparently, he's got some sweet tech stashed on that boat.
Alright, so our good buddy Pinkerton, rather.
Come back.
A couple episodes ago, I think you guys should still remember Pinkerton. He's that old recluse who lives in the other half of Rivet City. So let's go ahead and fast travel there. And what am I doing? Where's Rivet City? I know it's clearly on the river here. But anyways, I will meet you guys when we are there at Pinkerton. Okay, so here we are, and if you guys don't remember, this is the door we came out of after unlocking it. We didn't bother trying to go in there in the first place because it's a very hard lock, something like that, but now we can go in the easy way instead of swimming through all that underwater passageways and stuff like that. And we should be able to get right to the point here. Remember, this chamber was just filled with gas. And that exploded everywhere. Let's keep heading on in. Man, good times trying to find Pinkerton, but here he is.
Yes? Stay sharp. They're everywhere.
Let's discuss the facial reconstruction and mind wipe you did for the android.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's just say it's in your best interest to tell me what you know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
What's she got to do with this? Show me this proof about the android.
Well, she's got nothing to do with anything except ruining my whole goddamn life. But I can see you don't give a crap about any of that. Fine. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth-man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
There's something you aren't telling me, isn't there?
Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet. And that will activate the hidden subroutines.
Let's go ahead.
Don't let your
You
guard
can
down.
actually change your face if you want. But we don't really need to do that. We're happy with the Goob's face, right? Alright. So we got the password, which is nice. Nobody got time for hacking, and we can look at all these logs. Android log 2. Oh, look, he's apparently been in contact with Braun. That's pretty funny. Android log 3. And before picture, after picture. Alright, so we got some hair. So we downloaded all this stuff to our Pip-Boy. I think this is... Oh, that's definitely the stuff that we used for the other quest. So let's look at this note, all these notes. Oh, geez. Oh, that's what we read before. Okay, so before, after, pre-Harkness audio recording. Did the game just freeze? Pretty sure it did. I'll give it a few seconds and skip ahead. Oh.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to...
Okay, let's just exit out of that. That was causing some issues. So now what we're going to do is head back into the... Why did I go up here? Head back into the actual Rivet City, the mainland Rivet City. Okay, this game is just taking a hit here for some reason. But I will meet you guys there whether this game froze or not. And we will talk to... What's his face? I already forgot his name. Anyways, see you guys there. Okay, so now we pretty much can get this random encounter with Victoria Watts. But, I think she's waiting maybe for this to finish.
My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion.
I don't know what the
But I'd be
heck's
lying
going
if I said
on.
I was
Just
doing
some
this for selfless reasons.
some shenanigans, some
I'm scared as
Fallout,
hell,
whatever,
and running away
freezing
is the only
shenanigans.
option I have.
Okay. Alright, I think that's the end of that.
Rather busy lately, asking questions, investigating. So is that it? You're some kind of investigator? A detective for hire?
That just froze again. Okay, I don't know what to say here. Well, maybe my PlayStation's overheating or something. Okay, I apologize for that. Skip ahead. The game is acting really weird right now. So I don't know if I did something or what's going on. But anyways, Victoria Watts being pretty sassy. She clearly does not want us snooping around in this android's business. So, look, whoever this missing android is, I just want to help, okay?
Well, if that's true, then the first thing you need to do is halt your investigation. No more questions. No more searching. The movement I'm involved with, we help his kind escape their Commonwealth-imposed slavery. We help them disappear. You understand?
What would you have me do?
You really want help? Take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. Present it to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead, and that was on the corpse. He'll believe you. Do that, and Zimmer will go back to the Commonwealth and leave that poor soul alone. Do that, and you'll have saved a man's life.
Anything else I should know?
Just understand that this android is now, for all intents and purposes, a man. He looks human, he acts human, he believes he is human. But even if he's not, even if he's a machine, he's capable of rational thought and emotion. So you see, his soul is as human as yours or mine. This person, and he is a person, deserves a chance at freedom. Please, if there's a shred of decency in you, don't take that away from him.
Alright, I have to go now.
You know what you need to do.
Okay, so she just disappeared. Hopefully this loads okay and everything stops freezing.
Don't you have a component to
Okay.
deliver?
So, that was weird. Let's go ahead and fast travel to Rivet City because I don't really feel like walking over there. I'm not gonna skip ahead either. Is that weird? I don't know what the heck that freezing was like. I never know. This game does tend to freeze though. I mean, more so than most other games. Bethesda games, Oblivion and Fallout 3 tend to freeze. But anyways, we're gonna be going to find Harkness. Excuse me, and let's go to the stairwell. I believe that's the best way to get to him, and he's actually, let's head up maybe. On the flight deck? No, there's the upper deck. Let's see here. Bridge tower. Let's try the bridge tower. Somewhere around here. If I can't find him quickly, I will go ahead and skip like I was originally going to do. So let's head out on the flight deck. See if he is there. So you can tell Zimmer he's dead. But we're gonna go talk to the man himself. Your weapons and apparel will slow you down when they're equipped. Makes sense. Alright, let's see here. There's that. No, that's definitely not him.
Stay chill, dude.
Stay chill, dude. Okay, well, I will skip ahead to when I've found Harkness.
Okay, so unfortunately, the same error or overheating or cutting off that was happening earlier in the episode happened yet again, and because of this, the footage of telling Harkness and completing the mission was lost. I do apologize for that. Let's look at the quests. You can see the replicated man is indeed completed. What we did was we told him who he really was, used his robot name, which was, what did it say here? I forget what it was, but we could activate his old memories that way. So unfortunately that was lost. We did get a reward for the quest, which was, oh, here's what we said. A321, and we got his plasma rifle. So here he is right here. We can go ahead and talk to him again. Let's...
Look, I appreciate your helping with Zimmer, but I really just want to put all this behind me. So I'm going to pretend none of that happened. Now, is there something I can help you with, citizen?
So, well, now that you know the truth, what are you going to do?
I have two sets of memories. One android, one human. Some of these are mine. Some belong to someone else. But I'm choosing to be human. It's my choice. The people on this boat look to me to protect them. So that's what I'm going to do.
So what do I call you now? Harkness or A321?
Well, I'm not really sure. Look, just call me Harkness. That's who I am to the people on this boat who rely on me. It's who I am now. In fact, for everyone's sake, let's just pretend I've always been Harkness. We'll keep the truth a little secret between friends. All right?
I really wish this Mr. Gutsy or whatever it is hadn't flown right in front of us. But, so why did you go ahead with the change? Was it worth it?
I don't know. Every time I retrieved one of the runaway androids, they fill my head with ideas about self-determination, freedom. At first, I resisted the ideas, but then I started thinking about it. And well, they were right. We're just slaves to them. We deserve lives of our own. So that's what I did. I chose a new life and gave up my old one. Now you've given me both to remember.
Okay, so with that, we're going to leave him alone.
Carry on.
You got in the way, Private Jones. I don't know what you're doing. Again, I apologize that that footage was lost. Hopefully that error does not occur in any future recordings. But thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we'll be doing something new, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time.